boxing. I just want to say, welcome to the Phillyside Boxing Podcast. I'm your host, JD. Got your co-host, Coach Will. You know, there's only one side, and that's the Philly side. So let's jump right into it, Coach, because it's a lot going on, man. Like, they talking right now after this week of boxing, for sure. For sure.
Of course.
Like, I don't even know. Do you want to just start with the main, or you want to just build up to the main? Or you want to go right at him?
It don't matter. We can go into whatever. Because all the fights was good, but
let's start off with the juicy thing. Let's just do it. The main event, Jaron Ennis versus Amnesia. Let's talk about it, man. Like I said, I called it. I said 5 or 6, 4 or 5 or something. I called it with the 5. Definitely called it. We definitely called it with the 5 and the 6 for sure.
Yep. Fight between 5 and 6.
Like we said, Boots battered him. Bodywork was beautiful. He was too fast, too slick. Defense was too sharp for him. I mean, only thing was Boots was getting hit with shots that he wasn't supposed to be getting hit with. Because I even heard Bozy in the corner saying that, like, you're getting hit with shots that you shouldn't be getting hit with.
Yeah. He was overzealous a lot sometimes. I think he was trying to show out, and he wasn't scared of Evanesian at all. He ain't have no real respect for him, honestly. Not respect as a man, but he ain't had no respect as his power. He felt a couple shots and said, all right, I'm going to get this guy out of here. So he took more risks. That's what happens. Risk versus reward. Sometimes you get hit in between your shots. Evanesian's not a bomb. So that's what happens. He was doing the same thing to Crawford.
Mm-hmm. Same thing.
Crawford was way more cautious. Crawford was barely punching in the first couple.
Yeah, when he came out, most of the time, you know how Bud starts slow.
Yeah, he started slow. Boots was balls to the
Boots
wall.
Get right in. Boots get right into it. Oh, man, they was saying no Diddy all night. Yeah.
All night, but hey. Welcome to Philly, right?
Nah, yeah. Also, about Philly, the only thing is, I heard this from Greg, so I'm going to give Greg his credit with his dope. Greg Haggard. Only thing is, it's like, when you come to Philly, it's like, you got to perform for your people. It make you want to perform. And I agree with Greg when Greg said that.
Yeah,
like, it make you want to perform. And that's like,
amped up.
Yeah, and it's like the first fight in like 40 years, because Eddie kept saying it. I'm like, because he was like, Tyson did 9,000. And for Boots to do more than Tyson in Philly, I mean, it is his city, but, you know, Tyson was at 4.
Yeah.
So he packing on anywhere he go.
Right.
So it's like Boots did 14, if I'm not mistaken, 14K. If I'm not mistaken, so Boots just wanted to come out and just perform, honestly. Yeah. I could believe it, though, because when, like, I was seeing videos, I wanted to be there, I wasn't there. Like, it was packed out to, like, basically, like, the highest level in the stadium. They had people, it was just bits of people up there. But all down was packed, so I could believe it was a good 40,000 in there.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, 14, my bad. 14 for sure. But it's like, I really want to pull up to the highlights for that and Bud, because that's the real controversy right now. People saying, "Oh, I just performance." It doesn't make sense to me. I know you heard it. Oh, he got hit too much. I mean, it's boxing. You're going to get hit.
I mean,
like, do you expect him to be Shakur?
If you're gonna take a risk and throw your hands, it's gonna leave you open to be hit. He got hit and knocked him the fuck down. So
and felt he ate it. It's just like, oh, that's it. Like, same thing Bud said about Spence. Oh, that's it.
Sometimes you get hit.
Yeah, and got busy. I know both felt like he got hit with shots he wasn't supposed to get hit by. That's agreeable for sure.
For sure.
But like he was eating it. Honestly, it was just I felt like he broke Amnesia down so early that his power probably just wasn't there at an extent, because he did look beat up and he just was fighting at that point. Honestly,
he broke
somebody told me Boots ain't win every round, but I'm trying to figure out where Boots ain't win every round at. But I'm about to put it up right now.
People talk.
I didn't see no actual judge card, so
people talk a lot. People act like they know something.
I'll put it back up though. Alright, so let's throw this highlight up. Usually it don't stop it though. That was weird.
It was asking me for some authorization. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, it asked me that too.
That's probably why. Then.
I knew the highlights is up there.
Yeah.
Matrix, man. Oh, here we go. I got to skip, man. Nice. And then I understand people trying to tell me Boo's not number one in his division when Bud and Spence are at 54. It's guaranteed they're at 54.
I would like to know who is over Boots at 47.
People trying to say Bud and Spence, but I'm pretty sure they're at
moving
54.
Up. They're moving up, so
they're not coming back at all.
First of all, I don't care.
Yeah. Bo's a healthy guy, man.
He take care of him. I
don't lie about that. Yeah, he really do. He's a healthy guy right there. How do I back out of this shit? I don't really chew with this that much, but how do I back out of it? Okay, here we go. So now let's go to be fair. We gotta go to Bud versus.
I ain't gonna hold you. I watched the Bud highlights.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to go to the real fight because they was cutting out a lot of shit.
Cutting out a lot?
Yeah, they was cutting out a lot of shit. They was not showing, Amnesia do anything, but you know how it go.
Yeah. But it's like, they ain't gonna watch that whole damn fight. I mean, the fight was in 22 minutes.
Nah, it was longer than that.
No, because they say 4 fight. Then they say 22-7. No, I'm just gonna hit this 4 fight out. Let's see how this one go.
They don't got the highlights up there?
No, they say 4 fight highlights right here. So I want to see if this is a good one.
Right. Oh yeah, it's the highlights. Right.
I'm not sure which one you watched.
I think it was this one.
Look, a different approach already. You see?
Yeah, he was much more cautious. He was
much more calm, cautious. People think Bruce is gonna approach this Bud fight like he approached Amnesia.
Got caught with that overhand right there.
Very cautious. Bud wasn't stepping forward.
Yeah, they was talking about
his 1-2 shots to the body.
Amnesia has the styles where he makes you move backwards because he's gonna walk you down. Bud was moving backwards.
Look, quarter right there. Everybody get caught, man. It's boxing at the end of the day.
Yeah, and these are 2 risk takers that's gonna go for broke.
Very much.
They're gonna stay in front of you. They're not gonna.
And then when they don't respect your power, you might as well go pack it up and call it a night. Honestly.
Right. And honestly, this wasn't even Crawford's best performance.
Nah, was it? I mean, it
was a tune-up.
Yeah, it just was a tune-up for her after that.
Yeah, this wasn't his best performance. He looked slow. His hand speed wasn't on point like it usually is. So it was
Bud and Spence 2023.
Got caught right there.
Was Bud and Spence 2023?
Was it? No, it was 2023.
Google's saying it's 2023. That's why I'm confused.
I don't think so.
But it was July. I remember it was July 20. If it was 2023, it was July of 2023.
Right.
But Google's saying it's 2023 from what I see.
Shit, was it?
I have no idea. It felt like it was longer than that.
It do.
That's why I'm like 2023. Kind of don't make sense, but it said it was July.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, July 29th, 2023.
Yeah. Somebody said it was 2 years ago, but I'm pretty sure it was 2023 myself. It did, but when I looked at it, I'm like, this ain't 2023, July.
Yeah. Yeah. And this Amnesia fight was in December of 22.
And the thing is, see, Amnesia wasn't ready for Boots. Boots ain't come out nothing like this. Like we already, of course, we discussed that, but Horse came out attacking him more than he attacked Boots. I mean, Boots, of course, he still had Boots walking back towards the ropes, but it still was Boots was still better on the attack against compared to how Ebenezer had him walking towards the ropes, honestly.
Right. Crawford was more trying to line up the perfect shots.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said Crawford trying to line up that great little knockout. Boots just gonna batter.
Right.
He's just gonna beat you into the corner, like you said, to your family, into your corner, to stop. Like that's literally the difference. But I mean, Boots is way younger, of course. So it's like Boots just that's it. Boots just no daddy, because I thought that looked weird, but.
Got caught right there.
Yeah, they really ain't show a lot much of him catching Bud in this. But he did catch him in some shots. Mm-hmm. They show a lot of Bud highlights, but I mean, he's still catching them though.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very similar fight, honestly.
Yeah, it's just that one was more on the attack and one was more calm and steady and pasted. So. I mean, but that's the veteran in Bud though.
Right.
Like you don't need to do much to get somebody like him out of there. And I mean, I'm not taking that from Boots because he did amazing, but Boots just got the money. Like he just got the energy for it. For all. Right. But I ain't gonna lie, Boots' body work was beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
Every time he do a combination, he touched the body for sure. Every time.
Yep.
He do a combination. That's why I love Boots. Because he makes sure he touched that. Look, caught him there. He catching him around that guard.
Right.
Like it's the same.
Right.
It's not the same, but it's the same. For Ebenezer, it's the same. He know how to shoot shots in between punches.
The only thing is that Boots was a lot more active.
Yeah. And he just wasn't ready for that at all.
Right.
He didn't say, oh, these young guys just came straight at me. He expected maybe to come out like Bud. But he didn't expect like, oh, this kid just came full force at me. Like.
Right.
But then right there, that showed me that's why clean shot right there. Clean shot.
Yep.
He set that right up.
Mm-hmm.
And he was good. He ain't got no broken jaw, no broken face.
No,
he just got knocked out. Clean shot. Boots gonna put you in the hospital. Sorry, fellas. Boots gonna put you in the hospital.
I mean, they both gonna put you in the hospital.
Yeah, they will. But the way he battered that man, he could have a broken rib, in my opinion, too.
Right.
Face broken. Jaw could have been broken, too. Just messing with Boots is just like, you gotta be ready to come fight, my brother. Like really fight. Like, not because you gonna bring the fight, because he gonna bring the fight.
Right.
Alright, so now, I be figuring out, how did you just leave that just now?
I just hit close.
Oh, there it is. Okay, here it is.
I'm sorry, you're gonna edit that out.
Yeah, all we gotta do is clip it right together for real. But I mean, what much can people say was really the difference between them fighting? They both got caught with shots. Boots did not look hurt, and not one bit at all.
The difference is their feelings about the fighter. That's the only difference.
Yeah, and the only difference is the approach. One came full force, and the other one took his time.
Right.
Set his knockup out, stay calm. But one is more of the veteran too.
Right.
So he already know I don't need to do much moving.
Right.
To get you out of here. Because Bud was very, very. He took a couple of steps and threw shots at you.
Right.
4 or 5 shots at you. Like, set the knockup up beautiful, clean. Boots came right at you full force. He outworked you, and then he battered you at the same time.
Yep.
I mean, that's the difference, honestly. But people can't say, oh. But I mean, I don't know. What you guys say to these fans though? Because it's like they need to. They usually need to tell them to watch more boxing or something. Study the game a little bit more, because that's how I feel right at this point.
That would require them to care to study the game. They rather just comment.
But obviously they act like they know it all. So
I mean, people do that.
But
that's what they do.
Since we're on the topic for Boots, like, can that performance show that he could be the face of boxing to you? Like, do you think he really like?
I mean, I already thought that maybe like 2 performances ago.
Yeah, I know, but in terms of just that performance alone, like,
I think the only thing is missing is some just a little more charisma and a little more on the camera. Other than that,
yeah,
a little more outspoken.
But that's how Eddie moved him. Eddie moving him, and I feel like that's what's going really. I feel like what it was the promoter and the manager on Boots' side that wasn't really helping pushing him like
his
you see Boots a lot more on the internet from Eddie. Yeah. Eddie showing him a lot more.
Yeah, but that's his job as a promoter.
Yeah, and that's why I say with Eddie, you gonna get what you deserve from Eddie. Because if Eddie really believe me like he believe in Boots, hands down he's gonna talk the most smack. Mm-hmm. He's gonna talk the most smack because he believe in Jaron Ennis.
He does, and I can't see. I don't blame him.
Cause Boots, like I said, I created a post the other day before the fight. Boots give the fans exactly what they want. Yep. Energetic, fireworks, a fashion knockout. That he didn't get to give him to him in there, but he got the stop still. Right. Still was the stoppage. And he could have finished him in the 6th, honestly.
Yeah.
But they decided to stop it before he got hurt even more.
Yeah, there was no point in getting any more damage.
Boots give the fans exactly what they want. Saying like that's why I said with Tank. The only reason why people think I'm like comparing them, and I'm like, no, in terms of like skills we can. But of course they in like different weight classes. But in terms of giving the fans what they want, something exciting, they both bring it to the table.
Right.
They both bring it to the table. And Boots is full force from round 1. He don't need no warming up. He don't need to catch up in the cards. Because he already battered his opponent from round 1.
Yeah, he doesn't lose many rounds, if any.
So it's like he giving y'all what y'all want, fans. Like I mean, you can't ask much more from Boots but just to get the highlight fight under his belt, honestly. Yeah. That could still just be a Virgil for real, just to be like, all right, this Boots kid really that. Like it could just be Virgil. Ain't gotta be a Bud or a Spence. It could be a Virgil, somebody with a name that's like they kept saying they neck to neck at the moment because they both ain't got that highlight win under their belt.
Yeah, I think Virgil will be a tougher fight than Spence at this point in their career.
For sure. But I feel like Boots will just outclass him. Because what Virgil is, if Virgil can't get the knockout, he's going to try to force that knockout. And I learned that about him. Like, he's going to just keep coming until you get the knockout. But with Boots, you just going to learn like Villa learned. You better get some skills and fight me like a boxer and not try to force something and try to tire me out because it's not going to work. I don't even sit down in the corner, buddy. So you think I'm going to really get tired?
Right.
So it's like, in my opinion, yes, Boots can definitely be the face of the sport. 100%. Because he gave y'all guys exactly what y'all want from the first round until he finishes his opponent.
Yep.
So, we was already talking on the Boots and the Bud, but how is that looking at 54? Is it like you see it anytime soon? That's what I just want to ask, honestly.
No, I don't really care to say who wins. I don't think it happens.
You didn't think it happened at all?
No, I think Bud is on his sunset tour. If he won a belt here, he's gonna try to get Canelo or another big fight, and then he's gonna just kind of.
He want that money from you.
Yeah, he's gonna go off into the sunset after that. Mm-hmm. I mean, and he earned it. He deserves it. He should do whatever the hell he wants.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Just don't lie about whatever opportunity somebody had to face you, and then other than that, do whatever you got to do.
Cause he definitely had a choice to choose Boots over Avenesia. He definitely did.
Yeah,
y'all know that. and he tried to save Boots, didn't go the WBO he had, WBO route. He decided to go the IBF route. I mean, it don't really matter what route. Just all y'all gotta do is say we agree to fight, and y'all fight.
Right.
Who care what route you went, because y'all all know Boots is gonna be number one in each category. Honestly, truthfully, until you get one of those.
It's all excuses. It's all excuses.
Yeah. My thing is, it was so electrifying. I wasn't even there, but you could tell just from watching it.
Yeah.
Like, Wells Fargo was electrifying. How do you feel about more fights at the Wells Fargo?
I mean, we would have to have the right people on it. Not everybody doing it. Boots did that, not just any old body.
But that's like how they keep taking spins back to Texas. They can keep bringing Boots right back to Wells Fargo. Got their great numbers. I feel like they're gonna do even better numbers because he already had the place on fire to the point that the nosebleeds up top gonna be packed too. Now y'all gonna be making millions, and he gonna be a cash cow. Just because Philly, and I feel like Philly, we hold each other down, especially for Boots. I know they can see that from us. We hold Philly down. From just a standpoint, we hold Philly down for sure. Like, this is our city. We know what we got. We know what type of fighters we got. Right. Our fighters ain't here to quit. They here to stay and try to make a name for themselves. Like a Jaron Ennis, who's gonna be in this sport for a long time. He's gonna be on top of this sport for a long time.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, there's no one at 47 fuck with him.
Not at all. I just want to see him get his undisputed. He want to be 4-time undisputed. Boots, I want to see you get that undisputed. That 1st-time undisputed. I mean, tell them dude stop ducking so you ain't gotta go walk the 54 because I know you get inch in there a little bit in his mind. But after that, Mario's and Pacquiao, I understand why even Pacquiao even making a return. But after that, go get your WBC, man. Then go get your WBO. Who got the WBO? Mainstream on us?
Yeah, I believe so.
So we got the Boots got IBF, Mainstream WBO, Mario WBC, and there's one more I'm missing. What is it?
WBA. Brian Norman.
I thought he had the intern. He got the actual belt.
Yeah, I think they took it from Crawford. I think they moved them up to full.
Yeah, they did. Brian Norman, that's coming real soon, my brother. I actually talked to his dad before. He said, I mean, when that talk come, it's gonna come real soon because if Boots were undisputed, it's gonna come sooner than you think. It's gonna definitely come sooner than you think, unless y'all just gonna
try to dance around it.
Dance around it. I mean, who knows how that's gonna turn out? But I believe definitely Wells Fargo will electrifying. I feel like it's gonna be more fights back there at that. What Eddie just seen, how he seen Philly show up for Jaron. They might not. A lot of people probably didn't even know much about Jaron, but they showed up still. And that's one thing about Philly. They're gonna show up for us. That's why I love Philly. We're gonna show up for each other, even though they beat each other down a lot. Philly's still gonna show up.
Yeah.
Now, alright, my thing is the Philly prospects. Like that card with Boost, I appreciate you because you brought a lot of young Philly prospects on your card. You too, Eddie, I appreciate that. Like, I feel like that's gonna just help the youth and the young prospects, and Philly definitely keep building the name from his name was Dennis Thompson, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I got his name right. From him to Ish, you did beautiful. From all them guys, I just wanted to see them back at Wells Fargo again. Honestly, now we really could get into the whole card. I want to start with Dennis Thompson. We can just start from the bottom, just go up. How you feel about Dennis Thompson? How he do for his first fight?
I think he did well. Showed decent poise. Showed good punch selection. Yeah, I mean, still got work to do. Obviously, still young, brand new. So yeah, I mean, it was a fine fight.
I like what he did. He stayed poised. When he got his opponent hurt, he didn't go rush to try to get the knockout. He stayed disciplined.
Right.
I like that from him. The last fight I actually seen him fight was, of course, your guy, Salim Bey.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's the next biggest thing after Jaron Ennis, honestly. Kid special, but that's like I seen him. That's when I seen him fight him. I seen what Salim could really do. Not 100% of him, but I can see what he brings to the table.
Right.
He backed the hell out of that kid, but I mean, this is Dennis Thompson moment, and you did great, kid. I mean, back to the gym, get right back at it. I mean, quiet storm.
Yep.
Definitely was a quiet storm. You had him hurt. You could have finished him. Took it to the car. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. It's only 4 rounder.
Nope. Yeah. So what we got after that? Ish.
Yeah.
How you go ahead, speak on that Ish situation.
I mean, not his best. Not his best. It was decent. I feel like he got gun shy after getting, what looked like he got dropped.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all experience. Everybody ain't gonna go to fucking 13, 14, 15 fights without getting dropped, getting touched. I just felt like it kind of shook him a little bit. Kind of was going through it and trying to figure out how to come back from it. But he just stayed disciplined, stayed behind his jab, and kind of just coasted the victory after that because he was better than Bull. And then once he knocked him down, I feel like he got his confidence back. But he still didn't want to rush into anything, which is smart. So, yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, I give him a B plus. Only kind that shows where he got in him. I mean, he got dropped early. It was early in the first.
Yeah, flash knockdown top jump.
Yeah, it was like y'all was excited to like try to get at it, and you just got caught with a little something small. But it shows what you got in you. You didn't lose faith. You came back. You did what you did. You got your knockdown back. Right. And then you box. You stayed on your back foot. Your jab was killing them. You did what you had to do, Ish. I mean, you showed that dog in you because you came back from that knockdown. I give you a B plus for sure. You did your thing, Ish. I mean, like you said, it was all gun shy. Once you got over it, did his thing. It's right overboard. So we got honestly, I didn't get to see it because it wasn't showing. I thought it was gonna be a prelims, but Christian Carter, did you get a chance to see that?
That's the one I did not see. I didn't see that one, and I think the one after that, Christopher Diaz.
I didn't get to see neither of them. That's crazy. We can't even speak on them because I thought it was gonna be a prelims. It's not even the fact that we didn't get a whistle call. Like we had to watch it from a live.
Yeah.
Like, and then we ain't get to see neither. And that's why I felt like Eddie. I was a little disappointed. He should have had like a prelims. I feel like.
Usually it's before the bell, so that's where the prelims.
But I don't know. Maybe none of that. You ain't get to see none of them guys shine.
Something that goes on behind the scenes, paperwork or something.
Yeah, we ain't get a chance to see them guys shine. So I mean, it was a little what's it called? So now we gotta skip to who was Khalil Cole after that the fight that we did see?
Yeah, Khalil Cole. I believe was the first on the.
Yeah, it was Khalil on the main card. It was Khalil Cole. So okay, Khalil Cole. How you feel about your guy Khalil Cole?
I felt like he did great. I can't really find any faults in what he did. Even when he got him hurt, he was calculated in his approach. Yeah, I think they're 175.
Yeah, 175. Dang, yeah, big guy. That's like heavyweight.
Yeah, I can't find any faults in what he did. Sometimes he starts a little slow, but that's because he's looking to plant that right shot. So I don't even fault him for it.
He looking to pick his shots.
Other than that, I can't really complain about the performance at all. He got his guy out of there.
Yeah, I feel like he should have stopped it a little bit sooner, only because I seen he was done. Like he was holding Khalil to actually stay up. Like I seen it in him. Like he was like, yeah, he done. Like they were saying take a knee. I'm like, no, judge need to stop it. I take a knee, stop it. He wasn't even throwing no shots for real, as he was just getting beat on. That's why I'm like, the ref should have just stopped it at a certain point. He did, but like to the point where he almost damn near hurt it. So really bad, but I mean, you gotta stop. And there it did. I like this performance. Definitely, he didn't rush anything. He stayed composed. Like you said, he picked his shots. I mean, I want to see what else he really could do because that really didn't show much of what he could really do for me. Like, I didn't really even see some dog in him because like his opponent really ain't do much, honestly, to me.
Right.
To bring anything out of him. But the next fight was Sky Nicholson, right, versus Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I take lead right here. Diana at all. She looked kind of rookie-ish to me because she couldn't get to her. She couldn't get to Sky at all.
Diana had zero
like
footwork.
She could not close the distance. Footwork was horrible. Sky boxed her beautifully. Jab was cooking her.
Yeah.
Like, great footwork. Defense was there. She stayed posed, stayed simple.
Yeah, kept it real simple. I just think
thought she was gonna knock her out after that nice what was that nice right she hit her with?
Left hand, I believe.
It was left.
Yeah, I believe it was a left hand.
Thought she was gonna finish her, honestly, but I mean,
no, she's like a Haney type. She's gonna stay safe.
She's
not gonna get over it.
I give her that. I thought Diana was gonna give her a little bit more trouble than that, but once I seen that she could not do nothing, she was just on wild haymakers, honestly, and that was it, honestly. But Sky dominated every single round, straight shutout. It was beautiful. I mean, from a female.
Yeah, she did good.
So how you feel about Sky? What's a grade? What would you give her?
I would give it a B plus. B plus. Just because I saw her when she tried to exchange, she might need a little work on her inside work. She's vulnerable when she tries to exchange. She throws with her hand, with her chin up in the air, when she tries to throw combinations.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe she has an inside game yet, or at least a polished one. So she really didn't have a choice but to stay on her feet.
Yeah, I felt like if Diana closed the distance on that, because she could have caused a really good problem for her, but she just could not close the distance at all. If she was able to, we would have seen a better fight, honestly, but she just couldn't.
Yeah, I actually think Sky has trouble with either T-Baby or obviously Amanda Serrano. So I think she needs to develop an inside game and learn how to throw some combinations a little better. Try to work on that inside defense before she, gets into any firefights.
Because you think she can, you think it's gonna be that person that's gonna be able to get her off that back foot, and we gotta see how she does when somebody gets you off that back foot.
Because Diana was perfectly catered to her skill set.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Diana had no footwork.
100%, yeah, at all. I'm just like, dang, like I'm looking at it, it's like, damn, like this, like you like a real amateur because you can't even find a way to close it or try to do something. Like you were barely touching this girl.
Yeah, it was a shutout.
Easily, like, but I mean, Sky, like I said, she boxed beautifully. Like you say, you think she got to work on that. She need to work on that inside game and defense. Inside defense more, of course, but that wasn't the opponent for that for sure because she couldn't get in that inside. But after that, we got Jalil Hackett.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang,
that was a good fight.
It was, but Pete Dobson, I felt like didn't hold on his end the way he was talking.
I thought Pete was gonna give a tougher fight than that.
Yeah, because it was like I this kid ain't got that experience I got. Like he was running off the hype train off the Conor Ben fight basically.
Yeah,
he was just rolling off that hype train because he went 12 with Conor Ben.
Yeah, it was the performance.
It just shows how much Conor Ben really ain't that much because like I feel like Pete Dobson he didn't bring nothing to the table for Jill for like he just survived.
Basically. Yeah, pretty much. It was in survival mode from like the mid rounds on. I thought he was going to do more. Jalil held up his end, although there's some tightening up to do. Obviously, he's still young. I think he was excited in the moment too, so he got a little sloppy at times. But yeah, Pete didn't capitalize on shit. He really didn't do much of anything. Like he tried in spots and he did land some good shots. The left hook was there for him all night, but other than that, once Jalil started putting hands on him, he kind of shelled out.
I learned that from you though. You said that talk don't mean shit.
They damn sure don't.
The talk had us hyped though. The talk like, damn.
That's all it's for.
This might be crazy. The talk had us engaged. I thought you wasn't even going forward for the talk, honestly. But I think, like I said, we just was rolling off that Conor Ben hype. And just after that fight, like, okay, he might come and get his kid a real good fight.
Yeah. Especially Jalil being so inactive and so young.
it just shows like a downfall, or not a downfall, but it just shows Connor been in the level he at in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, after he got popped for the PEDs, and then after that, he kind of was inactive. Didn't get the knockouts like usual. It was like, all right,
it showed you was really cheating, basically.
Yeah, and he just need to stay out of boots weight too.
Oh, definitely, 100% sure. I think Eddie don't mind making that fight.
Yeah. Sacrifice him.
I said that though. I said that early on. Like, I don't think Eddie really cared to make that fight. Like, he gonna make it and show like this is why he back Boots the way he back Boots.
Right.
But we actually seen. Did you send me that? Well, Oscar.
Oh yeah.
Oscar talking like Boots just ain't ready for Virgil. He said, "Bud, we ain't gonna get into the Bud, but Virgil though."
Yeah. Virgil.
He might have been doing a little something.
Yeah. Oscar on that prime smoke. He belonged in K&A with whatever he snorting.
Yeah, he was over there riding fight sitting next to him somewhere doing something.
Right. They just bumped a couple lines before he tweeted that shit.
No, that's for sure.
Yeah, he on something. But I mean, talk your guys up, right? Talk your guys up.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, because that's how you make the fight more interesting, honestly, at the end of the day.
Right, he going to talk just to not make the fight in the future because he trying to save Virgil. But, talk him up.
Yeah, talk him up for a beating. I like it. I like it. Because
as long as them boys get paid, that's all that matters.
Eddie going to send that contract really fast.
Right. They worked together before.
Yeah, because, we all see how Eddie stand with Jaron. Like, I done said it, like, anybody who want a contract saying Eddie don't have a damn problem sending that contract.
Nah, he make fights happen.
Yeah, he definitely do. Like, it just, Jalil, I give Jalil a nice beat. Jalil did what he had to do. He broke him down. Great body work from Jalil. That's what it really was. There was a lot of inside work from Jalil.
It was.
That's why I like his body work. It was beautiful. He fought like a veteran in a sense. Like, it just was pace. He paced himself. Didn't force anything. Like we said, Dobson just didn't bring what we expected, honestly.
Right.
Like, he just tugged and rode off that hype train. But was that every fight? We already talked about Boots, of course.
Yeah.
We jump right into that. We could really slide to the Tevin Farmer. Cause I didn't watch that card because we already watching the Boost card, so I'm pretty sure.
I only saw
a lot of people didn't get to watch it.
I think I only saw from like round 5 on, round 4 or 5.
Yeah, I didn't get to see much of it either, but I mean, how you feel about Farmer? Like, do you feel like his performance had enough to like take the win?
No. I feel like it was close. I feel like the ref taking a point was, I wouldn't say it was bullshit because he did warn him a few times, but I feel like that was pretty important. But judging by the cards, he would have lost anyway. It would have been a majority loss instead of a unanimous.
Unanimous.
Yeah, I mean, his style is not going to win him a fight as the B side on top.
Yeah, plus it's like how the judges proven anyway.
Yeah. So like, I didn't really expect him to win. I pretty much had him for losing, but not for lack of skills, but just being B side.
Just because, B side.
And Muay Thai is their guy, so it's like you're gonna have to really fuck him up. Right?
Yeah, you gotta really fuck dominate. You're just gonna dominate and show there's levels apart when it comes to top rank and their fighters, honestly.
Right, but Tev looked good though. He looked real good.
He did.
Yeah, he surprised me.
He was feeling it. I seen because he was talking a lot on social media. So I felt like he was really feeling it. He felt it was in his bag.
He showed he still got it. He could still make a good fight for anybody, honestly.
Yeah, he could still gatekeep. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could challenge for some.
Think so?
If he got the right opponent.
35. Well, this 35 we talking about. Where we got Shakur and a guy named Jaron. Gervonta.
Oh, yeah. I mean, still good enough to make the fights happen.
Yeah. I wouldn't really see it lasting long with Tank, but
no, I don't see it
Shakur, we all know it's gonna go
or
12 just
that's
because.
going all 12.
Yeah, we
That's
see
a
that.
staring contest.
But it could really.
Hold on, real quick.
All right, let me do the part. I'm gonna keep it up.
I'm gonna have to go do something real quick, so you don't got to start recording yet. I'm waiting on or if to pull up.
I'm about to stop it.
Yeah, for now.
All right, so all fairness, because people think Mike could be pretty biased, but we're gonna talk on the Tevin Farmer fight. I mean, we ain't have all winners that night. We had to take one loss, but I mean, it wasn't a bad loss. Could have been a win. But how you feel about it? How you feel about Tevin? How you feel about his performance?
I felt like he did great. I mean, I had him losing just because it's top rank and this guy, and I've seen more top fight, and I pretty much thought he was just gonna edge over Tevin that night. But top rank, their judges and their politics, he was damn sure not gonna lose. To win on a top ranked card as the B side, you got to go make it decisive. And Tevin's style isn't like that. He's gonna outbox you. But Tevin looked great. He did his thing. He made that guy look silly at some points. He made him hold his hands a lot. The ref taking the point. I saw it coming because Tev was holding a lot and he did warn him. So that swung the fight a little bit, but it still would have been a loss even looking at the judges' scorecards. But Tevin looked good. I think he still makes a good fight for anybody in 35.
Tevin definitely got the skills. Because my thing is with skills, when you just a power puncher, somebody's like to come forward, that don't help you last long in the sport. Skills help you last long in the sport. Skills pay the bills. We all know that. And with Terry Furman has the skills to keep him in the game for a long time and keep bringing checks to his pocket, even if he's not trying to look for anything anymore. Just, I'm going to keep fighting. I could be a gatekeeper for these kids to let y'all know if he's ready or if he's really not ready. I mean, like you said, he still could be a contender for against somebody like a Shakur or a Tank. I wouldn't want to last long, so I really don't want to compare him to Tank. He'll get Tank a good fight for like a good couple rounds, Tank gonna download that data,
right?
And then boom. But because Tank actually said something about Tevin Farmer before. He didn't say his name.
They used to go back and forth all the
time. He said TF. He ain't say his name, but he said TF. You
right.
know who that is, especially Philly. Philly know who that is in general.
Right.
But yeah, he still could still give a lot of guys a great fight. I mean, could possibly still be a champion, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who all got the belt? Shakur, Tank,
Shakur, Tank.
I was about to say Pitbull at 40. I don't know why I was about to say Pitbull.
Yeah, Pitbull has the belt at 40.
Yeah, he wasn't getting no bet at 35. Maybe he would have, though, because if Devin left, I mean, he probably could have actually got a chance to get a belt and actually fight Tank again, honestly, for a unification. Right. Honestly, but he decided he'd move up. So
right. Don't Zepeda got a belt?
William Zepeda?
Yeah, does he have a belt?
I'm not 100% sure. Hold on, I gotta look this up. Just to be on our facts. We like to come with our facts, Coach.
And I believe Berenchik.
I'm about to look it up now.
Yeah, Berenchik that has the WBO. Berenchik has a WBO. Zepeda might not have one.
I'm looking now. We got heavy, lightweight, welterweight, junior welter, 135. We got Dennis
Berenchik, yeah.
Vasily got IBF. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he just won that back. Yeah, he just beat Kambosos for it.
Oh, he took it from him, but he did.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I
think it was it might have been a vacant because death.
They fought for the vacant.
I believe so.
Okay, so all right, so we got of course WBA Tank, Shakur WBC. Okay,
yeah.
I don't know who Dengies is or Deny.
Dennis.
Dennis.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, truthfully, but
he just beat Never at that.
I mean, what's his name? Farmer to have a chance at the WBO in a sense.
Yeah.
So I mean, his hopes in the 35 division is still there. It's just that is he gonna go after a belt or is he?
I think Dennis is top rank anyway, so they probably gonna set him up with Morataya, the guy who just beat Devin.
Who's Tevin with?
I don't think he would have never right now.
Solo. I was thinking he was solo for a second myself.
Yeah. I think he just got management. I'm not sure who he was.
Okay, yeah, so he was solo. All right, I mean, he still got. His chances and his shots are still there. I mean, with Vasily Lomachenko, I don't think he beats Vasily. Possibly, because the age is catching up to Lomachenko. Lomachenko has so much amateur experience, honestly.
Right.
Like that's where all his fighting came from. I mean, the man won the belt like his third fight, right?
Yeah, something like
that. But you got Tank. I don't see him being Tank. Shakur. I mean, Shakur don't like to get touched. Shakur not gonna take a risk. I'm gonna have to give it to Shakur. But then again, it depends on what type of judges you got that night. They might see Farmer being the more or the attacker, the aggressor, and he can win off of that.
Yeah.
Because he's not gonna just straight out box Tevin Farmer. No, so I'm not gonna give him a fight for sure.
But I can't say I trust judges to do anything. So.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But like looking at it, like.
But the money got on Shakur, so.
Yeah, so and then he not with Tyrank anymore, so it's not gonna be. I mean, a Tyrank card. I mean, I don't know who he's going with, honestly, in a sense. But
I don't know. We'll probably know more by the end of the day today, honestly.
Yeah, truthfully, I mean,
I was watching the
interview. It was looking like he wanted to do a partnership with Floyd.
Hey, whatever you choose, we'll see.
I'm glad you want to do a shape. Actually, let's actually throw the highlight up with Tevin Farmer and what's it called? That should have been great because we didn't really get to see much of the fight.
Right.
So that'd be good to show the guys highlights. So instead of talking, let's show them. Let's see what we missed. How you spell the guy name? Tevin Farmer versus
Raymond.
Raymond.
Yeah,
R-A-Y Raymond. This YouTube not popping up like
M-U-R-A.
He popped up though, but like how you popping up and the name start popping up, it don't do that.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah, so
but I got it. It just wasn't popping up. Yeah. The names wasn't popping up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you type in, they start showing up after a while. It wasn't really showing up much. So let's see what we see from here. Second round, they starting off at okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tevin had good activity, a lot of waiting, a lot of good pot shots. Too much time on the ropes, in my opinion. But that's how Tevin fight. Yeah, he was confusing Morataya for a lot of the fight.
Tevin so cross-sided, bro. I don't know when he throwing the punch.
What the hell they got to do with throwing a punch?
I'm just saying, like when I looked at his eyes just now, I'm like, yo, it's complicated to know where he about to throw a shot at because of his eyes.
You're not supposed to watch the eyes.
I know, but I'm just saying. Could I ask you feint you? So I know that pretty much.
Tev good right here.
Stay in pose, counter.
Real composed. And you know the great commentating from Top Rank.
Is this kid
calling
known
a bunch
for
of
power?
bullshit.
Yeah,
he has decent power.
Sexual, what's his name?
Yeah.
But who talking now? What is his name? A lot of people can't stand him sometimes. He get paid
Tim
to
Bradley.
do. Yeah, he get paid to do what the people ain't here for.
Right. But you know, that's his job. Yeah, it was a real close fight. Like Tevin had him confused a lot. Moritaya got his off too.
Yeah.
It was a tight fight. It was definitely a good fight for Moritaya.
Right there. That's the rock I was talking about right there. Oh man. He ate that shot though. He showed that chin.
Yeah, I feel like once Tevin got a little fatigued, he got kind of sloppy.
They didn't really show much right there.
He performed well.
The guy didn't show he was levels above Farmer. He showed that they was like neck to neck in a sense. But then they say unanimous at that. He was hurt. I seen that. Seeing all his face. But like I said like you said with Top Rank, like you gotta show you levels above like levels.
Yeah, if you're not that guy, you gotta really whoop ass to get a decision.
Like you gotta show that you're levels above. If you don't, you ain't taking that from Top Rank at all.
Nah, not at all. It's just what it is.
You got your activity drawn up. They say you playing something right now.
Playing shit.
They say join activity. There it is. Alright, so from that they didn't really show much, but it showed from a unanimous decision. From what they showed, I ain't get a unanimous decision from no highlight, from those type of highlights. I see more of a split decision from just by the highlights they shown right there.
Yeah, but you know, Tevin had a point taken.
He took that shot very well because that was a shot. That was a shot.
Yeah, that would have dropped anybody else.
Yeah, he seen that coming though.
Yeah.
He just didn't expect for it to hit like that. Yeah, definitely expect the Tevin Farmer did what he did. I mean, he was upset that. I think he's more upset that it was a unanimous.
Yeah,
I mean too though, because it'd be like, yo, the fight be so much closer, but then here you come with a unanimous decision. Like that just don't tick with me, right?
I mean, you can't really
with me at all.
A unanimous decision just means all three of them had it for him. So one of those cards, I believe, was weird, but other than that, it was a close fight, and he had a point taken away. So chances are you're not winning.
Yeah. So when they take a point, they take a point on every ref card.
Yeah, every judge takes the point.
Damn. So
yeah, the ref literally tells him.
I mean,
take the point.
I mean, where would you like to see Tevin Farmer at after that performance? Like, he seemed like he surprised you with a pretty good performance right there. So where would you like to see him at after that?
I just want to see him keep going. Like, keep challenging these guys. Do whatever he feels is his best move because he still got it. So I just like to see him, you know, doing his thing. Especially knowing his story coming up. So you just gotta keep going until he's ready to call it quits.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to see what Philly can really behold because we can have a card with Jaron Ennis with Cool Boy as the co-main. I'm just picturing the card in my head, like with a lot of great top prospects in the city. That'd be an amazing card for the city.
It would be, but we gotta think about what's up.
Yeah, but my thing is, why wouldn't our top Philly prospects sell? Because they known in the city if they're a top prospect for sure. I mean, they might be just our list, but a lot of people in the city know our top prospects. from a Jabril News, from a Quader Albright, Najim John, from a Isaiah Johnson,
right,
from a Ishmael Muhammad.
right.
Like these names in the city, they moved because they moved at 2300 Arena.
Right.
So what's the difference from them coming to Wells Fargo? That's even better. That's a bigger stage.
It is, but you gotta get them people to fill them seats. So
yeah,
hopefully they bring another card back to the Wells Fargo. Get the right people on it.
With a lot of our top prospects, with a cool boy as a co-main, Jaron Ennis as the main event, especially a main event versus like a Mario Barrio. Oh man, that'd be electrifying.
Right.
Because then right there, I talked to a lot of Tank fans. You know, some of you Tank fans, but most of them casual fans. Right there, I would compare a performance from Boots and a Tank performance because that'd be the same opponent. Mario's a big guy. Like, like you going up and then you able to fight somebody like Jaron Ennis. You just fought somebody like Tank Davis, who's so small. It's like he went to 40 for that fight, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like, man, that's a big guy right there. He could go up to 54 easily too.
Right.
Like, I just can't. I just personally want to see a lot more Wells Fargo fights with Jaron Ennis headlining, man. Cause like, who's you gonna be the face one day? I believe it. I mean, you give everybody what they want.
Right.
I mean, I can say it over and over again, but I ain't gonna keep saying it. I sound like a groupie. But I mean, I'm just happy that the city showed out for him like they did. It was electrifying, man.
Yeah.
Truly was electrifying that night. Like, it wasn't no drama, because you know how the city can get when things like that come about.
Right.
Like, it become a lot of drama with Philly, somebody shooting or something. None of that.
Yep.
I mean, it was a beautiful night of boxing. I mean, I watching the video with Greg Hackett. Greg was like, he didn't like know like how many people really know who he is. Like, he said he walked up to this guy. He's like, yo, my girl, man, huge fan. Walked up to her. He said, he lied to you not. He said, she said she flipped her hair over. It said GHBTV in her hair. I said, oh, she's a super fan.
Wow. Yeah, shout out to Greg.
That is crazy. Yeah, shout out to Greg for sure, man. Like that is crazy. Like, once he said that, I'm like, oh wow, like that's crazy. Like you really see how your name was. Also, he didn't even know that was his voice on the jumbotron. I'm listening like, is that sound like Greg?
Right.
Like, that was Greg's name, because I guess they was all like just promoting who Boots is, type of fighter he is. I'm like, oh, that's Greg's voice.
Right.
I said, that's dope. I said, Greg getting a lot of acknowledgement. And from that point, I'm gonna jump straight to our top 5 coaches of Philly. I mean, I can start. I can run a point, or you want to run it. It don't matter to me. I got my list this time.
Yeah. I wrote my list down so long ago, but I think I remember. I mean, obviously you got Bozy, you got Rel, Bozy, Rel. I gotta give shout out to Greg, man. He's doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely up there. Greg.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not I think it would count as Philly, but he might be in Jersey. But I gotta at least mention Cliff. Isaiah Johnson coach.
Oh yeah. The older guy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I respect him too. Very much respect him.
Yeah,
great coach. Sure. Great coach, old school guy.
Right.
That's your 5. Your name 5?
Yeah, but I don't know if Cliff count. But
I mean, you can count. I mean,
yeah,
he trained a lot of Philly fighters.
Right.
So I mean, that was 4. Was that your 5? I mean, you can do an honorable mention if you want.
Yeah, of course I gotta mention Ivan Robinson.
Ivan Robinson
got me started, so had me help his fighters, so I got started under him, learned from everybody else as well. But yeah.
Okay.
Those are my.
Okay, not bad list, because I got that list somewhat similar. So I gotta give the Bozy. Bozy's a very, very experienced guy when it comes to this sport of boxing. From himself, he leads by experience. He leads by show. He used to fight himself. He got 2 other sons besides Jaron that used to fight, and now he got a grandson too that's coming up that could be possibly better than Jaron Ennis in the future, near future.
Right.
I mean, it's always the youngest and the youngest. It's always be the youngest that come up because they're the ones that see the mistakes of their elders, their elders. I'm like, okay, I know what not to do. We're gonna move like this. Like Boots is just Boots. I mean, do it all in that field, in that gym, in that ring, that square circle. But after that, gotta give Terrell, of course. Terrell works with a lot of the young fighters too. So gotta give it to Terrell for sure. And, I got Greg. I give it to Greg because when I listen to Greg talk, Greg is very knowledgeable. Greg knows a lot about the sport, especially if he was still a fighter and if his career was to go like what he know now. Greg can actually be a hell of a fighter. Like Greg could have been in the books. Greg could have been in the books on the stand. Could have been a Hall of Famer. Honestly, in my opinion, from just listening to what he know and how his mistakes happened, where his mistakes was at as he was coming up.
Yeah, that's why he giving the knowledge to the youngest now.
Yeah, because he just was fighting. He was fighting, but not knowing, like, they setting you up to fail in a way.
Right.
But he didn't know that. He just like, come on, bring that check. You know what I mean? I need to fight. I love fighting. I get a check too. Boom, let's get it. He didn't know. He just was being he was just being a fall guy for a lot of the guys they wanted to come up. And a lot of people don't even know he dropped, what is his name? You know who I'm talking about, from Baltimore. I think he's from Baltimore. Yeah, he fought J-Rock. What is his name? Yup, Jared Hurd. A lot of people ain't like, they say they released the video. DC, okay, I was close.
Yeah, I think he's from DC.
He's from DMV, basically. Okay, so, I mean, he fought Jared Hurd. He dropped Jared Hurd. A lot of people don't believe him because the video ain't get put up there. Of course, because they're going to try to save their fighter, you mean. But Greg dropped Jared Hurd. Of course, I believe him.
Right.
I'm going to go with, I can't never remember his name, but Salim Dad.
Yep. Yeah. That's one I was thinking about as well. I forgot.
Because, like, him and Rel, they work with the youth, and I love that because y'all work with the youth. And y'all take the youth very seriously. Like, y'all make sure y'all get them to the Olympic trials and things like that. And get them started, man. Like, it's beautiful that you got those two guys, people that pay attention to the youth more than the popularity, the guys up there. I mean, because the youth is the future. Like Salim Bay, I mean, that kid is the next Boots to me, in a sense, like the way he carries, the way he moves.
I've seen him work with all his other kids in the gym.
Yeah.
Like, even Fats, what he doing with Fats now?
Yeah, Fats, y'all. Yeah. Like, because he got a son, he got an older. Rao also got an older son that used to box too. I actually watched some of his fights. He was a pretty good fighter. I mean, he stopped fighting, I guess. But
Free Sheen.
Yep. Yeah, I seen him. I'm like, okay. I guess he stopped, but I mean, they got a hell of a lineup with these young guys, the youth, man, for sure. I mean, this other coach, I mean, his name Coach Woods. I mean, I gotta give it a coach. I mean,
from what
I always see, from what I see, because it's my personal list. From what I see, I could have said Breadman up, but this is what I see personally. I see from a fighter his fighter come and fight a pro, to him come fight another pro and do a hell of a lot better. I seen okay, the improvement that he get his fighters to become. He makes sure his fighters approve, and that's what I seen from you personally. Like, okay, he gonna make sure they approve. If you stay in here with coach, he's gonna get you to improve, because when he sparred you little, I mean Jabril, my bad. I'm like, okay, I definitely seen a lot of improvement from what I seen against the other pro in C4.
Right.
So I'm like, Coach, it's about business. If you give Coach your time, you're gonna make sure that time is well spent. In a sense, for me, for sure. I mean, so I gotta definitely give it to you, Coach, for sure. Gotta give you flowers early. I mean, it's not gonna give people their flowers early because in the future, who knows? You might have a hell of a fighter in the future coming up. We just don't know yet.
See.
I mean, but definitely from the improvement, what I see, it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, they stick with you, you're gonna stick with them.
Yes, sir.
But like I already mentioned, we could say Breadman too, because Breadman been in the game for a long time. Gotta respect what he's doing. But Caleb Plant,
Tyrone Davis.
Like, man, he's really great in the game too. I mean, gotta respect him just because he legend, especially for Philly.
Yeah.
I mean, especially him and Bo. Like the knowledge they know is insane. Because Bo leads by example for sure.
Right.
But I mean, Philly's just a fighting city. That's all. I mean, a lot of people ain't messing with Philly. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of people ain't messing with Philly. And like you said, states is compared to our city.
Right.
Our cities compared to states. Ohio compared to a city, which is Philly. Because Ohio is a state known for fighting too, but we a city known for fighting.
Right.
Like we get that dog work from a Jabril, from a Albright, from a Johnson, from a Najim John. All dog work. I see nothing but dog work when I watch these guys. I mean, coach, we got boots, but always got to give it our respects to the prospects. We gonna always hype Jaron, but you always got to give our respects to our prospects that's coming up, man. That want to be the next Jaron Ennis. But I mean, any other coach that you skipped out that you feel like you could have said?
I mean, he works with Rel right now, so I kind of include him as a package deal. But Coach Feek, he's always learning. Me and him always working together. We always bouncing ideas off each other. He's a good mind in the game too.
I ain't forgetting about you, Feek. Yeah, definitely Feek. Yeah. I actually talked to Feek the other day.
Terrence Lewis, of course, former pro himself, still doing his work out here.
I gotta get to know him. I might have met him. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, you might have met him once or twice coming to the gym.
Yeah, but
definitely. I know I'm forgetting some more of that.
Yeah, I am too.
I don't think he's in Philly. He's not in Philly. He might be from Delco, but his name is Shad Soulchild on Instagram. I've seen what he's done. He's done great work with his fighters. Yeah, you look him up. I don't know if you'll see much of his boxing stuff on it. He's done great work with his fighters. As far as anything around Philly, of course, if we're talking outside of Philly, then that's a whole nother list.
Game, because we could go with to the top in the future. I mean, the top in the actual whole sport, but that's another topic for another day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I got this from you. Is this 100% official, or they really talking like they just talks, or is it official yet? The Tank and then Loma.
It's sounding official. It sounds like they're aiming for November.
Sound official.
It sounds like it's official.
Cause it's like
until it's announced by one of their camps, it's always gonna be.
As soon as you get that flyer, that's how you know it's really official. As soon as Tank posts that flyer, that's how you know it's official. It just takes from one of the flyers.
They're talking about November.
November?
They're talking about November, yeah. So I think they're close if it's not official yet.
Yeah. Like, I didn't think, because it came so fast. That's why I'm like, is this really official? Because the news came, I'm seeing it. I sent it to you first before it really started getting start really gaining traction.
Right.
But I didn't really know, because I mean, it could have been somebody else next for Tank, honestly. But I mean, who else?
Until the ink dries, it could be anybody.
Yeah. Like, who else could it really be for Tank next anyway, though? Like, that's the thing. Who else could it really
they
be?
can always find somebody in the rank.
Yeah, of course, but like in terms of our, it's time to show people Tank ain't no joke. No, y'all want to see him fight. We seen him fight a Frank Martin. Yes, we seen him fight that, but Frank Martin isn't a Shakur Stevenson or a Lomachenko or a Devin Haney.
Right.
Or even a Ryan Garcia. But it's like I'm thinking them fights coming a long way down. Cause Tank gonna sit at 35 for a long time, 40.
I don't know if Tank is this guy that's
guy.
gonna be in. I don't know if Tank is gonna be in this sport much longer. I think he's trying to get his bag and bounce. To be honest with you.
You think so? I mean, cause he can keep working this thing, man. Keep making millions and millions.
What's 5 years? 5 fights? Because you only fight like once a year, twice a year max.
Yeah, twice. Cause recently he been fighting twice before he got locked up. For the incarceration, he was bringing us 2 fights a year. I mean, that's what they usually do anyway, though. When people at that type of tier, that type of level, anyway, they bring us 2 fights. I mean, somebody like Boost would want to fight like 3 times a year, honestly.
Right.
Because he wanted to stay active. Because he felt like he was a little rusty. Like, I didn't really see the rust. I just felt like, I guess like we said, he just was getting hit by shots he felt like he shouldn't have been getting hit by. That was all. But did you really see any rust from him? Because this is from his mouth, his comments of himself.
Yeah. I saw like you said, his time was off. I know he could have done better, but his off day is better than 90% of other people's good days. So
yeah.
I ain't really worried about that.
Yeah, but what you think about Tank and Tank and Loma? How do you feel about this fight? Is this the best fight at 35 to be made, or is it Shakur and Tank?
I mean, I think it's a good fight to be made. Like, it's definitely a good fight. People gonna want to see Shakur, but Shakur got to get his contracts and everything in order first. Yeah, it's a good fight to be made. It's a name that people been wanting to see in there with Tank. So, I mean, Tank do whatever he want in it. So we gonna watch regardless. So,
critics, but you know the critics. You know how the critics get though. He waited too long to fight Loma. He waited too long to fight Loma. He should have been for Loma. He waited too long
to get old to
fight Loma.
Can't do nothing about it now. You're gonna watch it anyway. Shut up.
I see a different fight anyway. Like, back then compared to now, it'd have been a totally different fight, honestly.
Yeah.
If we would have got it back then, Loma would have had a lot better odds. I feel like I'm not sure who would have really came on top. If he would have faced a Loma that was that pound for pound guy. Honestly, because it could have been like, Tank, you started too slow. Loma so up here, you're trying to get this knockout, so now
But Tank didn't start this slow until later on.
Yeah, I know.
The Tank now starts slow. The Tank back then didn't start this slow.
He was more active. No, matter of fact, you're right. He was more active then. Now he
was way more more professional. He was violent back then. He'd fight you. He was way more violent. Right. He's more calculated.
Yeah, like Boost more violent. Boost get right in.
Right. So I can't say that it would have been it would have been a different Tank, but I don't know if it would have been a different outcome.
How would Loma have to win? If Loma was to win, how do you see Loma winning this fight?
The crazy thing is that Loma would have to be a lot more active early, but being active early might get him caught with something. So it's kind of like a toss-up. So because Loma loses a lot in the early cards and then tries to pick it up later. So him trying to get active early might get him caught, but that's his best chance. He's going to have to try to bring the fight to Tank. I could say try to use his angles, but all that angle shit doesn't work against athletic guys. So that works against statues.
Yeah, definitely works against statues. For somebody's just going to sit there and let you pick them apart. Just spin a donut around you.
Right.
But so you feel like he just got to come active throwing a bunch of like do you feel like he got to throw a bunch of punches like to really
he got to throw more than he usually do in the beginning rounds
because he could get like coming out like that early. A con to that could be he could get tired. He could get Tank will break him down to the
that's
body,
the thing.
And then
that's the
like
problem.
he started so early now. It's just now it's just like it's too easy for Tank because Tank just broke him down to the body, so he's not that energetic doing donuts around you like he was doing at the beginning. So it's like his approach got to be critique and precise. Against Tank, because like he could come energetic, but I feel like he should be poised. He shouldn't do a lot of movement until he gets to like towards like maybe 6th, 7th round. Pick up your speed a little bit, like change. Because I feel like you have to change the game plans with Tank to keep Tank off balance. Because Tank gonna lower his data up, lower what he needs to know, and then he gonna come for that knockout, that silent kill. And I feel like with people, you gotta just change your game plan up mid-fight. Okay, this was working. Maybe it was working, but he downloaded this intel from us already.
Yeah, so you gotta have a full
let's switch it up and let's take it to the inside on him. Maybe. I mean, do something different. Like I feel like you just gotta keep switching it up with somebody like Tank. Like, because if you're not a Shakur, somebody's going to stay from a distance and stay on that back foot against them, then I feel like you got to just keep changing your game plan now, because somebody like Loma going to wear itself out coming out like how you just said. I feel like you're going to just wear yourself out too early like Frank did, and it's going to be an early night. It's going to go 5-6.
Yeah. And I don't think that's Loma's game anymore. He usually gets started in the 7th. So, yeah, I don't like the chances, honestly.
You don't like the chances, you know what I mean? you say really. It's like come out strong, but it's like that's a con in the long run for you. So it's like it's hard to say like how should he really come out and fight somebody like Tank. It's hard for anybody to come out and say like how we gonna fight somebody like Tank. Because first off, Tank gotta respect your power. For once, you gotta at least show him I'm a strong nigga. Like I'm strong, I have power to keep you off me, and then box. But Shakur and Devin, like in that situation, they don't have the respect to earn from Tank. I don't believe in terms of power. So Tank can be in your face all night. So that just was gonna make it hard for a lot of fighters, man. Like somebody that's gonna have to really get Tank a great fight, you're just going to have some type of power to equalize it. Honestly, to equalize him from being in your face all night. Like, and then you just gotta have the skills of a Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney. I feel like if Devin Haney had power like Tank did, it would be a way different talk, honestly. Or even if Shakur did. Or matter of fact, honestly, a lot of people with Ryan. If Ryan had the skills, man, Ryan been fighting since he was 7. If Ryan had the skills, man, he'd be a problem for Tank. A lot. A very big problem. He's very fast. Power is there to respect. Your skills is just not there. If your skills we had the skills of a Devin Haney or a Shakur in terms of great boxing ability, skills, man, I'm telling you, Ryan could really be a face of the sport for real, but he just don't have that, and he really don't care for the sport as much anymore, honestly.
Yeah, he don't take it serious enough to do anything like that. I honestly don't think Shakur has a deep enough bag to beat Tank, and I don't. Same thing with Devin, honestly. I don't think Devin has the pop to keep him off him.
Yeah, they don't. That's the problem. And Dev was my guy, you know that.
Yeah.
Like
I still like Dev, but that's what it is.
Yeah, it's like the pop. If you don't respect that, that's for any great fighter. Like Bud, when he first spent, he took that shot. Oh, that's it. Once you got a motherfucker saying that, you might as well go pack your bags up, my brother. Because he don't respect you. Just like Boots, like he don't respect you. They just gonna maul through you. Honestly, until you quit, till your team make you quit, or until he just put you to sleep. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you got to make these guys respect you with power. And power isn't everything. And I tell people that because my thing is Floyd done demolished power like it wasn't nothing. But that's Floyd Mayweather we talking about.
Right, that's 101.
Yeah, like somebody like a Mandana, they got some great power. I mean, Floyd demolished that and made it his fight. You got to be that 101. Like, you got to be that Floyd to be somebody like a Tank because you all you bring in is your skills. Your skills got to be on that type of level.
Right.
To beat him because, like, you just got to be able to, like, gotta have that energy like a boost that's going to be able to go a straight 12 rounds without even having to sit down. Not even sitting down part, just be able to have the energy still. Like, to go the whole 12 and still be able to go 5 more rounds.
Right.
Like, something like that, because you're gonna be willing and moving all fight against a Jaron Ennis. Eventually, That's why it catches up with people, because people ain't got that. People don't be having energy and having the what's it called? Because the weight drain too. I think you wanted to actually speak on something with the weight drain, if I'm not mistaken. But like,
as far as
losing weight too, like that all plays a part.
Nah, I honestly just think there should all be a mandatory weight clause and rehydration clause.
You showed me a fight. I actually wanted to speak on that. You showed me a fight and it got canceled because the guy passed out on the scale, right? I forget exactly who it was. Let me go back to it. Actually,
Janabek. It was Janabek. He was supposed to fight last weekend. Janabek. He was supposed to fight last weekend.
Who was the champion? I didn't know who the champion was. Janabek. So he passed out. Janabek is the one passed out. Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay, here it is, right here.
Because of the weight drains.
What was the weight class? Middleweight. Okay, middleweight is 160. Okay, I was right on point. Okay, yeah. I mean, dang, he can't. Sheesh, man. These guys
could be cutting from so far up, 180, 190, trying to make these smaller weights.
Yeah, just like with the TCL league, man. The guy passed right out.
Yep.
During the middle of a fight, and that what was it? A seizure? Yeah, was it a stroke or a seizure?
Yeah, the seizure. He had a seizure. He ended up being dehydrated.
Impeccable, like, dehydration. Like, I didn't even know that. I thought they wasn't even catching weight, honestly, at that weight in TCL. Honestly, I thought they wasn't even draining weight for it.
Yeah, everybody might be different. I don't know what they're doing.
I know Albright was fighting at a middleweight and he wasn't really dropping no weight.
Yeah, honestly. I don't think guys are dropping that far down. But
that's why I'm surprised on what happened to this kid.
Right. I don't think they're getting checked. They're just not healthy right.
Yeah.
So I just think he was probably working too hard. Didn't hydrate properly.
And then we got this guy that would usually just passed out on the scale. He was the champ. He was the unified champ. I mean, you passing out. I mean, this weight class not for you, bro. Just go up, vacate them belts, man. It's all about your health, man. At the end of the day, fighters. I'm gonna say that right now. Y'all life is more important than this sport. Y'all health is more important than this sport, for sure.
You seen Virgil had to go up.
Virgil was what? They was like, I don't know. They was killing Virgil to make that 47.
He probably should be at like 68, to be honest with you. But
to be 100% not, because he probably still doing that FC salt, probably still soaking in the towels.
Yeah, he just can't make 47.
Yeah, so it's like y'all guys can't. I mean, y'all health is more important, man. I don't want to see nobody else passing out and then somebody's passing out and never ever getting back up again, man. Y'all life is way more important, because they were trying to say that about Boots before the fight too. They thought I feel like Boots wasn't really weight drained as much because the eyes wasn't sunk in or anything.
Nah, he makes it. I've seen him make it way too easy.
Yeah, he handled
now I can say Jalil Hackett looked a little.
Yes, now Jalil, I said that to you. Jalil got the glasses on. He was high in that for sure. Like,
he looked a little trained.
But he's huge for 47.
Right.
He is huge for 47. That's why I'm looking at, like, what are y'all trying to weight bully or something? Like, what is
pretty much. Pretty much. try to drop down as far as they possibly can. Then after a while, it just doesn't work no more.
Because same thing with my guy Albright. I mean, my brother grew up with him. I mean, in that fight that he took the loss from, he struggled to make that weight at 40. He was trying to fight at 40.
Yeah, 40 might have been a little too far down for him.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like he's a small guy.
He already like 6'2", 6'3". If I'm not mistaken, he like 6'2", 6'3". I mean, trying to make a 140 pound. The natural weight for a guy at 6 foot is 190. If you look it up, that's just a natural weight for somebody. You're supposed to be about 190 for somebody that's 160. I mean 6 foot. Imagine somebody 6'2".
Right.
And he dropping. He don't have that physique, but he's still not supposed to be no 140.
No.
Like the guy, like you could tell by Hackett, his lips was dry, white. That's how you could tell because I've seen that from Albright before. Like that Albright, your mouth super dry, your lips is dry.
They're not taking any water in or anything.
Nothing. Like that's just not good.
No.
I mean, I don't want to see y'all killing like that. Once he moved up the 47 Albright, he looked great. Came out looking very good. Avenged his loss very well. Got the knockout. And I can't wait to see what he do. I actually don't know if he have a fight coming. I actually need to speak to him. But
yeah, I mean, I know he's recovering from that broken hand, but he might be good now.
He was hurt about that one.
Yeah, I bet.
But man, y'all guys, man, y'all health is way more important in this sport, 100%. I mean, yeah, you might be unified champ, but your health is more important. You want to be able to go home to your kids, man.
Right.
You want to be able to go home to your kids, your wife, your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, whatever you got, man. Just to worry about your health more.
Right.
Like, your health is more important than this sport. Yes, it's money, but your life is more important than money.
Right. You gonna wrap this up now?
Yes, sir. Finna wrap this up now. I mean,
4:57. Don't be late.
Yeah, I know. Well, any last words? Closing this out, man. Anything you gotta say to these fighters about their health for sure?
Yeah, take care of yourself. It's like you got a long road ahead of you if you plan on going pro and really doing something in this game. You can't do it draining yourself and killing yourself for too long. It's gonna catch up with you in the life after. Think about life after boxing. So just take care of yourself the best you can.
Nah, for real, man. Really, really listen to him. He's a coach himself. I mean, he know when enough is enough. When it's time to move up, it's time to move up. But I mean, that's all we got. Cause y'all know there's only one side, and that's the Philly side. And that's it, yeah.